Shalom, family. Welcome to another edition of Maccabees TV. It's your brother, the priest Daniela. I'm going to start off with a sincere, heartfelt apology to all the subscribers of Maccabees TV. It's been a few months since we put videos up on this channel, and on my end, it was due to technical difficulties, but everything has been corrected 100%, so you should be seeing videos more often on the channel. Now, if you remember a couple of months ago, we sat down with Master Herbalist Brother Patrick Delves. And he answered a lot of questions about health. So much so, it's one of the most popular videos on Maccabees TV, and brothers and sisters had wanted to ask him questions. So he was kind enough when he came back to America to sit down for a second interview and answer specific questions that brothers and sisters had submitted. Now, I owe you a second apology because the first 10 minutes of the video, apparently the camera was not recording. I didn't realize that till after I got home and I started editing the video. That's when I realized. However, we sat down with the brother for 1 hour and I have about 50 minutes worth of footage that I'm going to put up right now. Trust me, the brother's going deep. When I sit down and edit this, I see things that he said that I didn't realize he said while I was sitting right there, and I was paying very, very good attention. So you may have to watch this video more than once. So please watch the video, enjoy, drop your questions, in the comment boards. Also, feel free to visit the brother's page at Master Herbalist Patrick Delves. You can reach out to him directly. He'll answer your questions. I say peace. I say shalom to the nation of Israel, and more videos coming soon, more often if it be the Most High's will. Shalom.
Yeah, so a lot of men who eat lots of meat come down with prostate cancer faster than other men. Number two, the prostate gland needs lots of zinc, and zinc is a mineral that is found in seeds and nuts. And the zinc is found in two places. It's found in the thymus gland right on the neckhead, and it's also found in the prostate gland. Now we know that lots of men in the 50s is dying from prostate cancer. And it used to be an older man disease. Too much sex kills the prostate, and no sex at all kills the prostate. Sitting on a toilet bowl without elevating your feet destroys the prostate gland too. Lots of men don't know that. So once you go into the bathroom, you must squat, because once you squat, your sigmoid colon, which is down here, relaxes and the waist moves. If you sit on a toilet bowl, like when you sit like this here now, then the sigmoid squeezes and some of the waste leaks into the prostate and cause you, the men, to have prostate cancer. The worst invention of the white man is the toilet bowl. Trust me, it's no good. So that's the reason why lots of men get prostate cancer also. I like to tell men to exercise the prostate. You could exercise it, you could move things in there out of the prostate gland, especially if a man become impotent and don't have sex. The prostate become very what do you want to say, malnourished, but very stagnated, and keeps all the fluids there. And when the fluids there and back up, he could have prostate enlargement or prostate cancer from that, or even prostatitis, which is an inflammation of the prostate gland. So we have to look at taking care of the prostate gland. Saw palmetto, zinc, because saw palmetto don't shrink the prostate, but it prevents the alpha reductase from converting into high dihydrotestosterone, which causes prostate cancer. Also, white sage, nettle root. All these are herbs that men can use to keep the prostate healthy and shrink the gland if it is swollen. And a good diet. Stay from the fresh foods, man, because they're bad for the prostate gland. Simple. I'm 61 and I have prostate troubles, and I'm having children still, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. All right. Let's move on to the next one. This one is a pretty brief one.
Yeah.
Someone asked me about caffeine. They said that they heard that caffeine actually destroys your adrenaline glands.
Yes,
Is that true?
Very true.
Okay.
It not only destroy the adrenal glands, as adrenal gland, because the adrenal produces adrenaline. It not only destroys that, but it gives you bladder cancer too. Caffeine does that, and that's why a lot of people, when they use coffee enemas, if you have a weak liver, the caffeine destroys the liver, collapses the liver if the liver is weak. So coffee enemas is bad also, but coffee or the caffeine in the coffee also destroy the heart. Number two, green tea also have caffeine. Coconut nut also have caffeine, but the coffee, 1 cup of the coffee give you 250 milligrams of caffeine, whereby the green tea or the the cola nut give you 25 milligrams. Big difference. It's just like you taking 800 milligrams of ibuprofen, which damages the system faster than taking 500 milligrams. So the caffeine is terrible. Don't even use caffeine, man. Take it out to your diet. Coffee is bad, especially the one they have in the US of A. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
It's no good for you.
And if I may just add in, our people are addicted to daggone Pepsi.
Pepsi.
Stay away from sodas.
Pepsi is a killer too.
It's a killer.
It depletes phosphorus. It depletes calcium. And if you put it on a penny, the penny shines. It's telling you something is wrong with that.
Yeah. Of course.
It kills your heart, man. Kills your arteries. Clog it up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a lot of acid.
All right. So moving on, the next question I have was about flaxseed. What's your take on flaxseed? Is it good? Is it beneficial? Is it bad for you?
Good question. In the cell membranes, in our cell membranes, we have to produce a substance called prostaglandins. It's like a hormone, and it is produced in the cell membranes. But if there is not enough omega-3s, which is called essential fatty acids, if there are not enough of those in the cell membranes can never ever produce your prostaglandins, and you start to get bad inflammation, and bad circulation. So flax oil, organic flax oil, not the one they put in the heat and sell it on the market. That's garbage stuff. But the flax seed itself, from the seed itself, the borage oil also, the borage seed also, they have lots of GLA, omega-3s, omega-6, and omega-9, which help the cell membranes to produce your prostaglandins so you can have good circulation. So lots of people who have bad circulation, if they don't have diabetic neuropathy, then they are suffering from cell membrane problems because there is not enough flax oil in that. Flaxseed oil also works on the heart, keeps the heart well. Not the oil, but the flax itself. So I use the flaxseed itself. I will grind it up and put it in my foods. And it's also good for the body because it has lots of fiber. So flaxseed is significant. But too much of it, it's no good either. So a lot of people give, all these oils a bad name and said oils bad, all the bad fats are good and the good fats, all the bad fats are no good and the good fats are good. But too much of the good fats is no good either, especially when we're getting older, But flax oil should be used, or if you get it in the powder, you can sprinkle it on your foods. It keeps the heart well, it keeps it full of fiber, and it's also keep the cell membranes healthy. All right, so I would promote flaxseed.
Moderation.
Moderation. Yes.
Which is the key to the universe.
key to
The
the
Most High
universe.
created everything in balance anyway.
Yeah, my
So
brother.
that's right.
Yes.
I'm going to skip one. We come back to that one. Somebody asked me something about what would you suggest to boost metabolism? Like I know a lot of people, they suffer from being slightly overweight and they can't really suppress their appetite. They don't really metabolize food quickly. What are some suggestions that you would have for somebody to boost their metabolism?
Chickweed. It's a wonderful herb for that. Chickweed, plantain, they're wonderful herb. Dandelion leaf, again in studies help women to boost their metabolism and lose the weight. And I like to give a lot of people kelp and bladderwrack and sea moss because they're full of iodine. And a lot of the time the thyroid gland functions better in an alkaline system. See what I'm saying? If the body is too acidic, it slows up the function of the thyroid. And when the thyroid slows up, then metabolism slows up also. And then remember that the older we get, is the less we metabolize it into the thyroid gland. So my advice, a lot of people want to lose weight, don't go and buy these products like hydroxycodone. They don't do nothing, man. You have to use your natural ability and your body's ability to function and metabolize well. And then you have to work on the thyroid gland and you have to work on your pancreas if you want to lose weight and keep it off. And do not eat food at night. And do not eat foods and go lay down in your bed and sleep. And do not eat fruits in the morning and do not eat fruits at night. Always eat the foods at the right time of the day and keep the blood alkaline and all the glands, what we call the endocrine system, alkaline, and your thyroid will metabolize well and you will lose the weight and keep it off. Bottom line.
You
See,
did-
I just
you
learned
did a-
something because we eat fruit in the morning.
You did a video on when to eat your
Yes.
food.
Yes.
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 So we suggest you brothers and sisters go to this brother's page on YouTube, Master Herbalist Patrick Delves. Go to his YouTube page and watch the video on what times of the day to eat food, because that is also very, very important. If I may add in, also one of the reasons why a lot of you wake up tired in the morning is because your system spends the whole night digesting the food that you just ate. and you slept for 8 hours and you wonder why it is that you're still tired in the morning,
Right.
because your body's been working the whole night.
Yeah, the organs are not the organs are not supposed to work when you're sleeping, because your liver regenerates between the hours of 1 and 3 in the morning. Your kidneys between the hours of 3 and 4:30 in the morning, and your pancreas is between 1 and 3. Now, if these organs have to work, well, they're not supposed to when you're sleeping, because when you're sleeping is when you start the healing process of regeneration of the organ system. But if you're eating proteins at night, and if the protein takes 12 hours to digest, because that's how long fish take to digest, 12 hours. And if you eat it at 7 o'clock and go to bed at 10 o'clock, the fish is still in your stomach now. It don't go nowhere. So if you want to lose the weight, you can never ever lose weight that way, because the food is sitting in there. And then it causes fermentation, which causes acid, and acid in turn causes diseases, and also weight gain. That's the key, man. Yeah?
Yep. So let me piggyback with the metabolism question. Appetite suppressant. To suppress someone's appetite, they just constantly have to eat, you know.
Chickpea.
Chickweed.
Chickpea suppresses the appetite, plantain suppresses the appetite. These are two that I use if you want to suppress the appetite. Because they work on the digestive system, whereby gentian increases appetite. Chickweed suppresses the appetite.
Okay.
So you see, the Most High put health for everything.
Yeah, that's right, man. The scriptures tell us in the book of Psalms, the Most High said He created the herbs for the service of man.
Yeah, man.
That's pursuant to the scriptures.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. We have a brother that we know that suffers from diabetes.
Mm-hmm.
So she sent down some Cerecy and some guinea hen for him.
Mm-hmm.
So he wanted to know, number one,
Mm-hmm.
what should the dosage be?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And number two, pretty much he wanted to know what the dosage would be and for how long should he take those.
Well, Cerecy, we call it Corylene grenada, and dosage is like, if you're over 50 pounds, is 1 teaspoon to a cup of hot water. If you're under 50 pounds, is the half a teaspoon. That's number one. If it's a leaf, leaf and flowers, they float. You put it in the cup, you can see it floating, and the barks and the roots sink. So the leaves and the flower, like Cerecy, should be taken, should be brewed or steeped or infused. They call it infusion. Where you take a teaspoon to a cup of the hot water and cover it for 5 minutes and strain it into 3 cups per day. That's how you use the Cerecy. But again, Cerecy is a bitter, it works to your liver, but that alone don't fix diabetes.
So what
See what I'm
else?
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because the pancreas, which is the most active gland in our digestive system, works 24/7. And the gland, that particular gland, has 2 parts. One is called the endocrine part, and one is called the exocrine part of the pancreas. The exocrine part of the pancreas produces enzymes, and the endocrine part of the pancreas produces insulin. See? So if you have diabetes, or if you're prone to getting it, and if the secretion of the pancreas is functioning in an acid terrain, because the pancreas produces alkaline enzymes, if that secretion in the pancreas is acidic, your pancreas will burn up the enzyme function, and then you are prone of getting diabetes. So you must feed the exocrine part of the pancreas enzymes. So you must eat foods that have enzymes to feed the exocrine part of it. Once you do that, and you take something like GTF chromium, you take magnesium, you take Gymnea sylvestre, and you retrain the pancreas on how to function, you repair diabetes.
What are those food with enzymes?
All green leafy things have it. All foods have enzymes, you know. Meat have enzymes, fish have enzymes, but when you cook the foods, you cook it out.
Cook out the.
So you need live
destroy
enzymes.
the enzymes,
Yes,
right?
because once you eat the foods and the foods get into the system, your pancreas start producing these enzymes to break down your starches, your proteins, and your fats. See, some in the small intestines and some in the stomach now. If there's not enough adequate amount of enzyme in the exocrine part of the pancreas now, then the pancreas become lazy and burned up. And if you are eating sugars at night, and you're eating sugars in the morning, when the pancreas is not rising, you will kill the pancreas long term. Because after 4 or 5 o'clock, your pancreas is getting ready to go to sleep to regenerate. You can't feed it no sugars then. In the morning, before 11 o'clock, your pancreas is not rising. You don't feed it no sugars. You feed it protein foods. See what I'm saying? If you feed it sugars, it's going to work, but long term, you're going to burn it up. And once you burn it up, the exocrine part of the pancreas don't function well and don't produce your enzymes, and then you are prone to getting diabetes. If you also have insulin resistance, meaning that you have a lot of you're overweight and the fats is blocking the receptors, the insulin can't get into to open the door, the keyhole, you get diabetes from that. If you have insulin sensitivity, whereby my brother here could eat 2 slices of bread and then another person eat 1 slice of bread, the sugar goes high, he stays normal. That's insulin sensitivity. You have to know what it is before you can fix diabetes. But you must take care of the pancreas because it is the most active gland in our digestive system.
So it's clear to say that diabetes has everything to do with your diet?
Diet again. Because it is the most, as I said, it is the most active gland in our digestive system. It produces enzymes that break down everything.
So eliminate the meat, starchy food, sugary food.
Refined carbohydrates.
Right.
Because when you put white sugar in your tea, right? Number one, white sugar suppresses your immune system by half an hour. Number two, when you put white sugar in the tea, the pancreas is a foreign substance to the pancreas. So the sugar goes up pretty quick and comes down pretty slow. If you put natural sugar, stevia, maple syrup, you know what I mean?
Honey.
I don't like honey that much, but because they feed the bee sugar too.
Right.
That's why them feed the bee sugar. Then the sugar goes up slow and come down fast because your pancreas realizes a natural form of sugar.
Right.
See? All the refined carbohydrates, again, killers. Rice, macaroni, pastas, they're killers to the pancreas. And they should never be eaten with a protein food. Because when you eat them with a protein food, they become incompatible. And when they become incompatible, then the signal from the pancreas with the enzyme is, which food shall I break down first? Shall I break down the protein first or the starch first? So you send conflicting signals to your pancreas when you eat them foods together. And then what happens to the pancreas is that it just give you trouble in the long term.
Let me just make it clear what you just said. It's not healthy to eat meat and refined starchy food together.
No starches should be eaten with protein foods. Never.
So if you're gonna have meat, you should have your meat with some vegetable.
Right, because it's more alkaline.
Right.
See, that's just like buffering vitamin C. If you take vitamin C alone, 10,000 milligrams alone, ascorbic acid, it irritates your kidney because it's an acid vitamin.
Right.
But if you put it with calcium and magnesium, they buffer it. So the pH stays 7.0 in solution. So then you know that carbohydrate need an alkaline enzyme, which is amylase, and protein need a fish or chicken need acid enzymes. So they're incompatible together. So you eat them together, they get into the stomach now. And the churning starts in your stomach of the machine. The acid, the amylase enzyme and the protease enzyme mix with the acid, and then the acids now start destroying the amylase enzyme. And then your starches become idle, can't go nowhere. And that's where all diseases start in the digestive system. Mother Earth, we call it.
That's right.
What it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, moving on. I got just a couple more and then we can move to hers. Arthritis.
You just fixed a little bit of that.
Yes, you just told me, man. I wish we would have came in before she left.
If she left, then we could have put her on.
Yeah, we could have put her on the camera, man.
Serious
the brother
stuff,
just healed a sister that had arthritis.
Rheumatoid arthritis, who they say can't fix. And it's not an old age disease. And arthritis is not old age. It's coming from, in the beginning, I said before that all diseases starts in our digestive system, the earth. The stomach is the earth. And if the earth do not produce enough of the nutrients in the soil, you're going to suffer. You're going to become malnourished, malabsorbed. You're going to have malnutrition and get cancer. If you don't have your stomach, which is the earth, producing all, feeding your cells and feeding your organs, the tissues, and all the cells, nutrients, you're going to get a disease. And then the doctor said to you, well, arthritis have nothing to do with your digestive system. It is unrelated. No, brother. It is related because you kill your digestive system by using a lot of salt, a lot of acid foods, and they get into your joints long term and cause you to have inflammation because they irritate your system. Bottom line, I don't have it.
60 something years old.
61 years old.
Yeah,
I
he's
would be
moving.
62.
Hey, he's moving. He can
Wallace.
move, probably run faster than me.
Yeah,
man.
run up the hill, man.
Oh, I saw him. I saw you, Patrick.
You see, and the medical system says to us, oh, you got an old man. So how come I could read fine print? And I'm 61 years old. How come I don't have no joint pain? Because when we were younger, we weren't taught how to eat the way our parents were eating. It was the right way. We combine the foods wrong, we eat late at night, we go eat and lay down and sleep, and then long term, it catches up with us. And then we say, well, that's old age. It's not old age at all. It's because of your dad. So the lady who had rheumatoid, she came, and I said to her, don't eat potatoes, don't eat that, don't eat that. I put you on a program, clean her up. And now she's all good. Give the Most High the glory.
All praise the Most High.
All the Most High.
Glaucoma.
Glaucoma. Pressure in the eyes. They say they can't fix too. And we fix it all the time. Got pressure in your eyes because you're eating the wrong foods. See? I think we have a video on glaucoma. Retinitis pigmentosa. Cataracts. Night blindness. They all come from diet again. If you want to keep your eye healthy, you have to clean your liver. You must keep your liver healthy because your liver have a lot to do with your eyes. Because if the liver do not filter the blood properly, then your eyes will suffer because blood goes to the eyes to feed it nutrients. Zeaxanthin and lutein, which is found in the retina of the eyes. Now, if you don't have good liver health, which a lot of people don't have, so somebody said to me, I go to the doctor, took a hepatic profile test, a liver test, and he said my liver is good. I said, yeah, because all the enzymes are good. He is looking for tissue health. But 90% of the population in America have bad liver health. And if you have bad liver health, the liver have over 500 functions. And if it have to leave one function, which is what? Filtering the blood that keeps the eye cells well. To keep you well, you are going to get glaucoma. Pressure in the eye is going to go high. Once you start cleaning your liver, with what? Chrysanthemum, bilberry, dandelion root, milk thistle, blessed thistle, boldo, horsetail, golden seed, all these herbs. And you use what? Herb for the eyes, eye bright, bilberry, blueberry, zeaxanthin, calendula, all these herbs together. God, gee, oh man, the Most I put all of them for us to use. And you use them on a regular basis, wash your eye with those things, all of a sudden you will see the pressure start dropping to 15 and 14 again. Not 25 and not 27. Bottom line, everything is about discipline, man. Discipline, brother.
That's it.
That's what it's all about, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next one, autism.
Autism. Them vaccine, them devils. That's where it's coming from. Ain't nobody born with autism. Ain't nobody born with asthma. Ain't nobody born with cancer. We develop these things. And we develop these things because of the vaccination program. And the MMR vaccine, and the polio vaccine, and the hepatitis B vaccine, they all cause these conditions. And now what they do is, they realize that the vaccine causes these conditions, so when they do an autopsy of the child, they fake the death certificate. Not telling the people and the parents that is written in black and white, not telling the people and the parents that the vaccine caused these troubles. Because the vaccine have formaldehyde, it have MSG, it have mercury, and it have also aluminum. So if I come to you, brother, because the medical system tell us aluminum is no good for us, MSG is no good for us, aspartame is no good for us, all these chemicals, the heavy metals are no good for us. So if I come to you, brother, and say, here, brother or sister, here's the plate full of aluminum and formaldehyde and all this mercury and lead, and I give it to your wife, is she going to eat it? She ain't going to take it though.
No.
Because she going to say to me, the FDA said that aluminum is no good for you. It poisons your brain. So then why would you put it in a vaccination program into innocent children? That's where it comes from. ADHD, HIV, the polio vaccine. I'm going to say it loosely. The polio vaccine contributes to HIV. The MMR vaccine contributes to epilepsy. The hepatitis B vaccine, which should not be given to babies because they don't have no sex. They don't take the blood from future. They don't use no needles now. So why are you giving it to the children now? Because the system, or the shit system I call it, wants to depopulate the earth. So all these vaccines, over 50 of them now, is causing our children to come with autism, laziness, and all these conditions that they have, and mental disorders. especially the one they give it for the HPV now. I had a patient yesterday, young girl, 17 years old. From the time they gave her Gardasil, she's totally different now. That's what it is. All these vaccines that they put in our children, because you know what? A man said to me, he's God. I'm the Most High. So I'm going to take what the Most High do and cut it out. So the Most High put what in us? He put two systems. One to protect us from what? From viruses, cancer cells, bacteria, viruses, and antigens. So when a child is born, that's what the Most High did. He put the breast milk of the mother to protect the child from all these things. So why a vaccine? And then if by any chance we get sick again, the Most High put another system else to repair what is damaged. But they come and say to us, no man, you don't do that. We God. We the Most High. We can tell you how to do it. So protect your children by putting a vaccine inside the system. But they're not telling you that that is the mark of the beast. That's what they call it, mandatory. You cannot buy or sell because of the mark of the beast. But you can't go to school. It's the mark of the beast.
Yep. Can't go. Yep. You know, you said something deep, and I know she got to ask her questions, but I just wanted you to touch on it just slightly for a second. Because you said about the Most High Creator said the mother has all the nutrients in the breast milk to build a child's immune system. And yet, it is an epidemic amongst our women, especially in this country. They don't breastfeed. They don't breastfeed their children. And that's why the children are so sickly.
That's why they get asthma and all these conditions, because the breast milk is the protection. That's the reason why he put the breast. The mother is the cradle of civilization. I don't care what they tell me. Babylon can't tell me nothing, because I know better. Right. Babylon shit still. That's what it is.
All right. Now, I got two. The first one is real quick. I'm going to ask you a quick one, and I'm going to ask you one more and pass it to her. There's a craze going on amongst our people for this ionized water. Familiar with it, right? Everybody's buying these machines at thousands and thousands of dollars.
$5,000 for it.
Yeah, to get this ionized water. What do you think about that?
I don't put that in my house. That's money-making business. Everything is about money today. It's not about money, man. It's about loving people. So you put all this machine in your house, right? Follow me now. It's the same person yesterday. I drink alkaline water. I say, oh yeah. Okay, what kind of food you eat? Well, I eat rice and chicken and fish. And you're still acidic. So the water ain't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? So all these gimmicks about water and machine for water and iodized water and alkaline water, that's catching water, that's garbage stuff, man. Because you could drink all that water and alkaline, and you're eating starches and proteins together, eating nuts and seeds and all these foods at the wrong time of the day, and your body's going to be still acidic. The water won't fix it. You're still having the same troubles. So it's the best thing to do is just you have your little filter, you filter your water, and you drink your water, man. Bottom line, I don't fool people with this kind of garbage stuff like that. Like somebody said today, they have a machine they put your hands on, it costs $350 US. I wouldn't buy that. It fools people. It tells you all kind of thing wrong with you, and they sell you a product for $300 and $400. That's not right. That's robbing the people, robbing the poor. And the most I say, rob the poor, you rob. If you rob the poor, you're supposed to be killed for that. You understand? What about the machine, man?
HIV. A, is it man-made?
Yes.
Okay, we agree on that.
HIV, human. Now, HIV is human. And they tell you the AIDS means only human could get the virus. But they don't tell you that the rats and the monkey have the simian 40 virus, which is an immunosuppressor to HIV. But they don't tell you that the monkey could live with it, so when they inject HIV in the monkey didn't get sick though. They didn't tell you that though.
No, I didn't tell you that.
Robert Gallo, look him up. The devil, he's the devil. Robert Gallo, let me sue him. He's the devil. When they went into Zaire in the Congo, they knew for a fact that the monkey had the virus, but they took all the serum from the monkey kidney and put it into a vaccination program. And went into the continent, Africa, and so it started over there. But HIV is man-made. And when HIV used to be HDLV.
It used to be before that, it was called GRIS.
Yeah.
Hair-related immune deficiency syndrome.
There you go.
GRIS.
They used to call it HDLV too.
Right.
But he changed his tune and he said HDLV is a whole different retrovirus. But that's what they do with people every day. Chikungunya, Zika virus, they all come from the man. They all put it in there. So HIV, human, they say only we human could get it. That means we can live with it. But they injected the same HIV virus in the monkey, and the monkey never got sick. Why? Because the monkey could live with it. So they take all the monkey serum from the kidney and chuck it in the vaccination program and put it into you and my children, and long term they get HIV.
So what do we do about it?
Revolutionize the system, the shit system.
Well, if somebody has it,
We fix it. Lots of garlic. A quarter cup for the first week, half a cup the next week, and then you go to a cup every single day with garlic. Garlic and juice, all the oh man, the most I put all the antiviral herbs here. Hyssop, St. John's word. Hyssop is in the Psalms now, Psalm 51. Cleanse me with hyssop. It's this, antiviral. Thyme is antiviral. Acetate is antiviral. And plus, we use some holy immune to do what? To detoxify the liver. But when the virus comes in, we increase the function of the cytotoxic cell to kill the virus. While we use the IgG and IgM to neutralize the virus, and while they're neutralizing the virus, so what we do, we make your own body to fight the virus. IgG, IgM, neutralize the virus. And when the virus is neutralized, then you have your army, which the Most High put in you to kill them guys, like a whole generation of armies. And then you have the cytotoxic cell, which comes in and start to kill the virus. And the phagocytes start killing the virus and they destroy it. So how come you tell me that viruses can't fix? How come you tell me that AIDS can't fix? How come you tell me that herpes can't fix? Because your pharmaceutical company will live forever and ever. Amen. From poor people.
So I'm going to pass it on to you. Sister Malika,
Yeah, man.
go ahead and ask the questions that you have.
All right, I have a few questions. Did we go over kidney disease?
He went over kidneys the last time.
Uh-huh.
But it seems like we keep getting that question because it's
Right.
such a
It's
an industry.
A lot of people have it.
Yeah, it's an industry here in New York. It's a kidney
Yeah.
dialysis center on every corner.
Yeah.
So I guess, you know, if you want to just briefly touch on it again, but they can check the videos that you have on your
Yeah.
page and this last video that we did. But go ahead.
He has quite a few videos.
On kidneys.
Including, yeah.
Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna put the link. I'm gonna put the link for his kidney video underneath this video, so you can click on the link that will take you directly to his page to be able to watch the video on kidney.
Here's a very interesting question because a lot of women are having this problem. Someone wants to know about fertility and how do we fix infertility.
Women, come in.
Women.
Men are those who come to you. The men's get, a lot of women come and say, I'm the problem. And then the man says, the man come and have, he don't no sperm. Don't blame it all on the woman, brothers. Yeah, well, you know, a lot of women infertility happens from since in the Bible time. Sarah was in, Rebecca, Rachel, they was all infertile. A lot of the times, a lot of women eat a lot of dairy products, a lot of mucus forming foods. And the mucus forming foods that clog up the tubes. And in order for a woman to get pregnant, she must have the eggs or the sperm meeting the eggs in the tube. If the tubes are blocked, then the sperm can meet there. Yeah? And then again, another problem again women have is they kill the man's sperm because the pH in the vagina become very, very acidic. And if there is not enough enzyme in the sperm, then the woman's vagina or the pH in the vagina kills the sperm because the enzymes in the sperm is what resists the pH of the vagina and let the sperm go in. That's a lot of problems too. So we have to know what the cause of the infertility is in the woman. Yeah? A lot of the time it's because the tubes are blocked. So what we try to do, we try to clean up the uterus. So we use herbs like chase tree or vitex. We use swap and metal, which is the man's herb. We use cypress root, we use white peony, we use ginkgo for circulation. And if there's any kind of blockage in the tube, we use the herb called shepherd's purse. And we clean up the uterus. And we use what we call uterine tonics to clean up the uterus and tonify it and prepare it for pregnancy. And once it's cleaned up, we use vitamin E, we use flax oil, we use calcium and magnesium, and the B complex with that particular formula that we use, the vitex and stuff like that, mother's wort and dunkwe and these herbs, and in about 3 months. He's that sharing, bro.
That's right.
I got 25 godchildren, so-called godchildren, yeah? 25
So,
of them.
Wow.
I guess we could pass this second question because this had to do with the fallopian tube blockage, but you just explained that. This has to do with allergy. It's acute rhinitis. Someone wants to know how to get rid of allergy.
Well, that's a good question because lots of people who have allergies suffering from IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. And the reason why I'm gonna connect them now. If you have irritable bowel syndrome, it's because when you eat your foods and your foods get into your intestines, if the food is not chewed properly, the food goes into the small intestine and start putting holes in there. See? Remember that your immune system is not supposed to break down foods. It's supposed to protect you. Allergies. When you have allergies, it's because you have trouble with IBS. And IBS is when you eat your foods, the foods go down into your intestines in chunks. Especially if you cut and swallow. You have to chew your foods properly now. When the foods get into the intestines, it starts putting little holes in there. And your immune system not supposed to break down foods. Enzymes supposed to do that now. When the foods start coming out of the intestinal walls, in the holes, and the foods come out there, the immune system start tagging them as foreign invaders. And once that starts to happen, you start to get rhinitis, you start to get allergies, you start to get asthma, all these kind of different conditions that affect the respiratory system. So once you have an allergic response to something, you must go to your digestive system, the earth, must go there. And there's a few herbs we use there. One is called sea moss, one is called slippery end, one is called marshmallow. What they do is they act as what we call the Mulson plants. So they start plugging the holes up in the intestinal tract, and once the holes are plugged, we start to balance back the immune system, because an allergy is an autoimmune disease like lupus. And you have to use the mushrooms, 7 precious mushrooms. You have to use herbs and vitamins like selenium, which helps back to balance back the immune system, where you plug the holes up in your intestines, and automatically, very simple, allergies are gone.
So let me get this straight, right? Because a lot of people does not connect these two things, right? I mean, I know.
They said it's unrelated, right?
Right.
That's what I'm
A
saying.
lot of people don't realize that seasonal, allergies, has to do with
The digestive system.
the digestive system and your food and what you eat.
That's what it is.
There's a belief that there's, you go outside and you're playing with your dog or your cat or the plant, the grass, and that's allergy.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is no, it's your digestive system.
That's what I said before. I said that some of these conditions, the doctor said, it have nothing to do with your digestive system. This is unrelated. You see what I'm saying to you?
Mm-hmm.
It is related to down there, because that's the earth. Everything starts from there. So what you put in there to kill your intestinal walls and put holes in there, you will get an allergic reaction eventually. Bottom line. That's where it comes from.
We're gonna reiterate what you've been saying all along. Every illness starts with the digestive system.
That's what it is.
Every illness starts with your gut, your stomach.
Yes, the earth.
There you go.
That's where it starts, in the earth, the stomach, the whole GI tract, all the earth.
All right. We're going to move on to another question here. Somebody wants to know, how do you get rid of fungus in the toenail?
Tea tree oil topical. Because tea tree oil is an antifungal oil.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have fungus in the toenail, it's not coming from the toenail.
Right, of course.
Again, the earth.
There you go.
Because the bad bacteria start to escalate in the gut, again, in the earth, the large intestine that is. And once it starts to escalate, it overtakes the good bacteria. And if you have food sitting in there for a long period of time, it becomes fermented and putrefied. And it causes all these things as funguses to form in your intestines and leaves into the portal vessel, comes right back into your liver and gets right into your toe, or in the vagina, or in the mouth as thrush, or candida, or in the head as dandruff. From the earth again, so you have to go to the earth. You have to crowd out the bad guys by using the good guys, good probiotics, and keeping them inside the empty and using antifungal herbs, because the Most High again put herbs that fix funguses: black walnut, wormwood, quasar, cloves. Oh man, there ain't no whole lot of them for you, man. Use them and stay from sugars, because funguses like sugary things. So you gotta stay from sugars. No bread, no cheese, no milk, no rice, no macaroni. Stay from those. And use all the fungal herbs, and you kill the fungus just like you kill the cancer cells. 7 to 14 days. That's what it is. Sounds simple, right?
It is very simple. It's just amazing that a lot of people don't connect the dot.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, a lot of things that you mentioned today, I used to experience in the past.
Yeah.
Dandruff, whatever. And I don't experience those things anymore.
Okay, that changed, right?
My diet has completely changed.
That's the key.
A lot of the things I used to go through,
That's the key.
gone.
That's the key.
No, I mean, I'm talking about right about this time, beginning of spring, all throughout the summer, asthma and allergy. I can't sleep at night, and now I'm not on any medication, no steroid, no nothing, and I'm good.
I don't take no drugs for epilepsy no more. I don't take no drugs for migraine. I don't have a stroke. I'm moving around. Diet.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so adamant about health.
I have 2 more questions, and then we're going to wrap it up. Someone wants to know how to get rid of chronic pain, and how do they get off of the medication that they're taking for chronic pain.
What is causing the chronic pain? If you don't find the cause of the pain, you never fix the pain. Forget that now. Pain have a cause. If the pain is coming from the vertebrae squeezing the nerves, pinching the nerves, you can get pain. You got to find the cause of that. You got to expand the vertebrae. If it's coming from injury, you got to find because the nerve pain comes from the nerves. See what I'm saying?
Right.
And there's a lot of pain relievers on the earth. There's valerian, there's Indian pipe, there's Jamaican dogwood. Jamaican dogwood is the best in all of them. I heard from Jamaica. Good for pain. Just work better than aspirin or ibuprofen. You know what I mean? But you have to find out what's causing the pain.
Right. Gotta get to the root of the problem.
Yes, you have to get because pain is causing inflammation too. You could have turmeric, yucca, cat's claw. They're all good for that. Inflammation, blue vervain, help the nerves, strengthen the nerve skull cap. But you must find the cause of the pain. So once you find the cause of the pain, you come talk to me and we can get rid of the pain.
All right. Okay, one last question. Someone seemed to be having some issues with inflammation of the esophagus. How do they fix that?
Irritation causes inflammation. So if something they're eating is irritating the esophagus, it could get inflamed. If they have a short esophagus too, because of the stomach pushing up and touching the hiatus, it could cause the esophagus to become short and cause it to become inflamed. And they're prone to getting what we call esophageal cancer of the esophagus. If they also have acid coming back in the sphincter valve and touching, going up in the esophagus and burning it up, they can also get inflammation there too. See? So you have to look at turmeric, golden seal, echinacea. There's another herb called lungwort or elacampane. They could use those. And when they use those herbs, try to eat the foods in the combination better and have the foods moving fast in the stomach instead of making the stomach push up and touching the hiatus that cause the esophagus to become shortened, and then they will fix inflammation of the esophagus. A lot of people have that kind of problem. I like to take a drop of peppermint oil and let them drop it in under the tongue and swallow it, and that helps too. And 1 drop of peppermint oil or 1 drop of frankincense oil. And that also helps to fix the esophagus. But again, anti-inflammatories like cat's claw and turmeric works better there. And if there's a kind of infection there, we use some soothing herbs to soothe the esophagus. We call them the emulsant plants or astringent plants. So we can use the golden seal as an astringent to help heal the tissues there, or the emulsant to kind of soothe the muscle of the mucilus part of it, and you fix inflammation of the esophagus.
Okay.
It's always good to rest the body. When you're fixing things, dogs don't eat when they're sick, they eat grass. They don't eat no food. See what I'm saying? So once you have any kind of sickness, you must rest the organs, rest the body, and use liquids, and the body heal a little faster that way, and you fix this inflammation there also. Simple.
Beautiful, beautiful.
All the prophets fast from Moses to Jesus.
That's right. That's absolutely right.
Had to fast.
And that in itself takes discipline. That's something that we as the people don't do anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, those of us that follow the Bible, we're forced to fast at least once a year, what they call the Day of Atonement. We're forced to fast, but a lot of us outside of that mandatory fast don't fast.
Fast.
And sometimes, like you said, the body just needs to rest. The digestive system just needs to rest.
Yes.
That's it.
But when you have your car is giving trouble. You don't drive it.
Right.
You take it to the mechanic. And while he's fixing it, you can't drive it. You must rest it. You must rest the organs for them to heal. That's the key.
Well, listen, man. I appreciate you coming
Bless
back.
you. You can come anytime, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta come to Grenada, though, brother.
Yeah, I'm coming. That's a fact. We're coming. We're coming.
Yeah, man.
This brother is doing seminars all over all over different cities, and he took time out. He has patients coming in and out. He probably should have left here about 20 minutes ago, but he took time out because he really has a genuine love for the people,
Yeah, man.
and he really liked the response that he got on the first video. So he took time out of his busy schedule to answer your questions. And I'm going to say this without saying names. Me sometimes I'm a little controversial. People with equal knowledge to him, or maybe not even as equal knowledge to him, will charge you an arm and a leg, okay, to answer these questions. All right, there's guys all up and down Gun Hill Road, herbalists, all up and down Gun Hill Road, that just to even have a session with them, one session with them is $100 for a consultation. This brother doesn't charge you anything for a consultation. Of course, we give him something anyway, but he doesn't ask for anything. And anytime we ask him a question, he answers the question when we reach out to him, and he's answering yours. So we do appreciate you, Brother Patrick. We love you. You know what I'm saying? And we hope to see you again on Maccabees TV. I want you, brothers and sisters, if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to his page. It's Master Herbalist Patrick Delves, right? If you haven't subscribed to his page, subscribe to his page. That way you get an alert every time he uploads a video, and he just may upload a video that you have a question about, so that when he comes to town, we don't have to ask him it because you already know where the video is. So please subscribe to his page. He's also on Facebook. You can reach out to him that way as well. And is there any last words you want to say before we end?
Just love to humanity, and that's what it's all about. It's not about money. It's about love for humanity, and each one teach one. Because once I pass the message on to someone else pass the message on to somebody else, and somebody else will get better. And once we do that and the person gets better, the angel rejoice. So give the Most High the glory all the time.
That's right. It's written in the book of Sirach, and the Maccabees Bible, in the book of Sirach and the Apocrypha. It's written, man, health and good estate is above riches, man. You cannot put a price on being healthy.
Yeah.
You got the guy Steve Jobs who founded Apple,
Yep.
right? Billion dollar company. He would have given all his money to pay for all his money for that information so that he didn't die of cancer with all the money in the world. All right? So just keep that in mind. And with that, we say shalom. We'll see you on the next video.
Wonderful. You should have come back, Patrick. There, you will see.